Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. This is Talkin VAWLS Live. My name is Boogie Bentley.
I'm VAWLS JP.
I'm Dauber.
And I'm the Indie Kid.
What is going on, guys? This is the watch party, the official watch party for the orange and white game. I know right out of the gate, some of you guys are going to come feeding in, and you're going to say, where's the game? I'm trying to watch the game. Well, the reality of YouTube is we get copyright struck if we show the game, which means Talkin VAWLS is gone forever. You don't want that, so we're going to hang out. We're going to watch the game with you guys. Get ESPN Plus pulled up on another screen. Get us pulled up. We'll talk. We'll hang out. This should be good fun. We're going till the game ends. I don't know, what, 2 hours, couple hours. Let's do this. Let's start things off. You guys have been hanging out. About 50 of you have been hanging out for the last 2 hours, just waiting on this to happen. Ryan Drew dropped a super chat about an hour and 45 minutes before we went live. So he is dying for this super chat to be read. Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it. He says, if you don't smash the like button, then you got to buy the merchandise. All capital letters. That is the new orange. You know who this guy is? This is the guy that made fun of me for saying merch. So I came back at him and yelled at him. Then he yelled at me. Then I yelled at him. Now we're best friends. He's a member of the channel, and he's bought Talkin VAWLS merchandise. So I'll call it whatever Ryan wants me to call it.
Yeah.
Let me go back and say this, too. Right before we went off air last week, Randall Zimmerman dropped a $2 super chat telling me what to take to clear up the coronavirus. So I wanted to thank that super chat. It came through right after we went off the air. So thank you, Randall, for the support. Let's run it down here. Let's see who's hanging out. James is supposed to know where the game's at. Yeah, James, unfortunately, we can't show it. Paul's here hanging out. Who else we got? Donut Man. Donut Man is here and says, go big orange. Nougaloots is here. Guys, welcome into the stream. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you do smash that thumbs up. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Indie Kid, what are you excited about? We're about 12 minutes away from the orange and white game. What are you looking forward to? What's the matter, JP?
I was just going to say, I don't think what Nougaloots is saying is correct. I think that if you have like SEC Network, you can go on to the ESPN app and actually watch this. I don't think that you have to have ESPN Plus.
Right. As long as your cable provider has the SEC Network, you can sign in with that and watch it.
Correct.
Nougaloots says, press conference immediately after the game. Are we going to stay live? If so, I need more beer. We'll have to see what happens. I don't know if we'll stay live or not. Don't know.
Better hope
now, let's get
a store nearby.
Indie Kid, what are you looking forward to? What are you excited about with this orange and white game?
I'm going to be the obvious. I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. I want to see what the quarterbacks do. And there's going to be people saying, well, if a guy throws a good pass, don't get too excited about it. You know what? If you want to get excited today about a 10-yard pass, if you want to get excited about a successful screen pass, you go right ahead, guys. It's a spring game. There's football being played. There's a new coaching staff in town. I'm just excited to see the tempo of this offense. I'm excited to see, is it as quick as they say it's going to be? Because honestly, I haven't watched a lot of Central Florida the last few years. But, I'm excited to see. Again, I want to see what the quarterbacks are doing. And I just want to see, does this offense go as fast as they claim it is? Or are they holding back today? Or are the quarterbacks going to hold it back from going that pace?
I really hope they don't hold back. I hope they let loose. And I said this in a video I did this week. When you look back at the orange and white game over the last few years, you got Jeremy Pruitt, who I felt like he just wanted to get it over with, right? It's like, run that clock, get it over with, let's get out of here. And then you had Butch Jones, who was an absolute clown, like just out there with a microphone, running around like a lunatic. I want Josh Heupel to be somewhere in the middle, but I want to see what this offense does. Claude Petty for $2.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. He says, first time super chatting. Love the show. Thank you, Claude. We appreciate that. Dauber, what are you going to be watching today?
I think like Indie Kid, I'm interested to see this offense and see how fast they go. I want to see him put the pedal down to the floor and go all out. Give us a little taste of what we're going to see in the fall. I know it's got to be more exciting than what we've had the last couple of years to watch. And then on the other side, we've talked about it, the defense, particularly at linebacker. See kind of where we are right there, because that's one of my big questions coming out of spring, going into fall, and then into the season. Where are we going to be in that position group? Who's going to step up and play? Because there's opportunity there for somebody to do it. And then we talked about last week both lines of scrimmage, because that's another area that has been potential to be really good, but not really panned out, specifically last year on the offensive line. So,
was that you, Robert?
Yeah,
Chris
that
Ligon
was me.
for $2.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. Says love my Talkin VAWLS gear. Love the show. Thanks for the support, Chris. Anybody, man, if you guys just show up and hit the like button, it baffles me that there's 255 people watching right now. But the fact that you guys show up, you show out, you drop super chats, you pick up merchandise. That's just for Ryan. Merchandise. Anybody new here, we do have Talkin VAWLS merch. Let me go ahead and show it off real quick here. The link is in the description below. It's bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. So a couple more of these this week. The Mount Rushmore shirts. Talkin VAWLS is the Mount Rushmore of Tennessee sports media. That's just what I've been told. I don't know if it's true or not. Talkin VAWLS coffee mugs, the old school merch. We got the hoodies, regular t-shirts. We got new merch coming this fall, so look forward to that. Somebody ordered a couple of Talkin VAWLS State Pride logo merchandise this week and was talking about how much they love that design. We got some fun stuff coming your way, but thank you for the support and thank you for the super chat. Gate City Blue Devil for $5. Thank you for the super chat. Dauber, you were missed. What are you? Are you supposed to be somewhere?
Plants. The Dauber plants are in the audience again.
Yeah, already playing it.
That's my buddy from work. I got asked if I wanted to go sit in the skybox this weekend.
And you said, I've got work to do, man.
Well, both girls were supposed to have softball tournaments that got washed out. But my buddy Flint is up there. So what's up, Flint? Enjoy it. I guess you're in the dry, having some ice creams and good food up there. So enjoy. Hope you get a good bird's eye view from the box, and hope that the Vols put on a show.
Ryan Drew, I want to see this team play like a team. This is my friend Ryan. Team playing is more important than the position play. Well, you know what we're going to do, guys. Swain was talking about it this week. We're all going to overreact. Like the Indy kid said, he's watching the quarterbacks. You're going to see one quarterback make one good throw. We're all going to compare him to Peyton Manning. One quarterback will throw an interception. We'll say he's the worst quarterback in the history of the school. That's what we do. It's the orange and white game. It's a time for overreacting.
I think you said it, Boogie, the last time we were on. Typically, you leave the orange and white game with more questions than answers. Mm-hmm. Because if we show up and score 60 points, and then you're like, man, the defense sucks. So it's one of those things. I mean, do you want to see a back and forth game, or do you want one team to outshine and play better?
Yeah, if they get pressure on the quarterback, is it because the offensive line sucks or because the defensive line's good? You always just leave confused. Allie S with a $4.99 tip in the old tip jar. Nothing to say other than thank you. We appreciate it, Allie. Thanks for the super chat. All right, JP, what are you looking forward to? You going to be watching the big uglies at the line of scrimmage?
If I was down there in Neyland, I'd probably be watching the cheerleaders for 2 hours. But since I'm sitting here looking at you ugly mugs, I guess I'll be focusing on the defensive backs.
No wonder you never know what's going on this show. You go to the games and watch the cheerleaders for 4 hours. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense.
No, but I'm interested in the secondary. I really am. I'm interested. I mean, this team's going to build some depth there for sure. I mean, we got Taylor. Who else we got?
George.
I wonder if George or Burrell ends up winning that second spot. It seems
Burrell.
Like Devontae Taylor's locked in.
Yeah, another kid that I read, they said it started making a little bit of noise towards the end of spring practice was Slaughter, the Nico Slaughter, which obviously, last year, he started that first game against South Carolina, and
The only one that could defend a slant pass.
Yeah, and Pruitt was so stupid that he continued to put the true freshman on Shy Smith, who absolutely destroyed us, and stuff like that. And then it was like that the kid was never heard from again. Obviously, I would imagine that his confidence was probably absolutely destroyed. But just the fact that the prior coaching staff thought enough about him to at least give him the start, his first ever collegiate football game as a true freshman, and then just to never play hardly ever again. Rest of the season was just very, very strange. So I think Slaughter can be a football player. I think that he's a kid that can help secondary. So I'm interested in seeing what this secondary can do.
Let me say this. We're about 3 minutes away here. Again, guys, we can't share the stream on YouTube or else we'll get shut down. So make sure you got another device, your TV, something pulled up, queued up, ready to go. We're going to watch this game together. Looking forward to seeing what you guys think as we go through this thing. And also, we got 363 people watching and 100 of you have hit thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe. Please come back and interact with us. I love talking to you guys. But something that I do is never shut up until enough of you hit the thumbs up. If you don't hit it, I'm going to stop the show every 15 minutes. It's a whole big thing. People yell at me. People get mad. Indy Kid rolls his eyes. Dauber's left the show before. Look, JP's putting my face on the screen just because he's so upset. But seriously, just hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel, helps the analytics. It's a bunch of nonsense. But somebody hit thumbs down just because I said it. The thing is, if you hit thumbs down, I'm going to keep talking about it. See, I was about to wrap it up, but whoever you are, you hit thumbs down, and now I have to keep going. And the Indy Kid's so uncomfortable right now, but I'm just going to keep talking about it until somebody changes. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever did that has now removed it. I will shut up, and we will continue the show. We're 2 minutes away here. Looking extortion. It's extortion, they say.
I figured the thumbs down came from California.
Probably did. There's been a couple of them coming through. Hey, Ninja Fingers is here. What's up, Ninja Fingers? Check this out. I got this in the mail today. On your recommendation. All right, back to football. I'm sorry. I just lose my train of thought. Jason Watson, yes, it's just a chat. If we share the game, we'll get shut down. Sorry for that, but welcome.
Whoa, you upset Jeff Smith.
What'd he say? Ooh, tough guy. I'm a tough guy. Guess what? We don't care. We'll just hit the X. Cool, man. See ya. Peace. Don't care, brother. See you, Jeff. Nice to see you in the chat, my friend. Why did JP leave right when we need him to share the stream? Trucker rolling thick. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate it. He says, all I ask is not to feel like every Saturday is a funeral. Am I asking too damn much? No, I don't think you are. I hope this team's going to be fun to watch. Don't you think, Indy Kid? Even if this team goes 6-6, last year was just so dang painful.
I think they'll be a lot more enjoyable to watch. I mean, last year it was like pulling teeth to even score points. I think points will be scored this year. They may it may be, kind of like Dooley's last year where they scored a lot but gave up a lot. But I think there will definitely be a lot more excitement this year. I mean, last year was just really, really, after game 2, it was extremely tough to stomach.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that this year. At least I hope not, man. But where is JP? I can't watch the orange and white game without JP here. What are you doing, JP?
I think you made him mad asking for thumbs up.
Yeah, I guess he's gone. Maybe he was the one that hit thumbs down.
Could have been.
Hey, Jeff, watch this. We can just kick you out of the chat, Jeff. That's the fun part. I win. This is our channel, and we win. So guess what? You're gone. See ya. So have fun, buddy. What an idiot.
Yeah,
Welcome back,
he
JP.
had it figured out.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
He was going to troll the whole time.
Melting Snowman is ready to see Eckler out there drinking a Red Bull every quarter. Did you see Eckler took a picture of Alex Golish and said, you guys think he eats, sleeps, and drinks football, but no, he drinks Red Bull too. He had like 3 of them stacked up, had a cup of coffee.
Hey, Boogie, bring me into the other chat.
The other chat?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Through email. I'm just sitting here waiting for I switch laptops.
What do you? I don't understand what you're asking.
He needs the link
to the other StreamYard.
No, it says I'm backstage waiting on you to let me in.
Oh, you don't need to get let in. JP's going to share it. We're waiting on JP to share the game. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you.
You just stay in the back room and you'll be able to see it.
I got you.
This is a good question. Who do you guys think the starting quarterback is going to be? You can say we rotate them around and they've all taken reps. They've all worked with the ones, the twos, the threes. But whoever you trot out there first today is going to be QB1 in the eyes of the fans. Don't you all jump at once?
I still don't know. I mean, I don't think we're going to know till the fall. Anybody I say right now, it should. I mean, probably Hooker has got to be the favorite, but pretty obvious it's not overwhelming, regardless of what some think, since they're adding a transfer quarterback.
I think it's going to be Hooker too. Jake, I know. All you guys love Harrison Bailey.
I've got it going, guys.
Yep,
all right, rock and roll. Do you have you want to turn some audio on? Or is it going to drive you nuts, JP?
I've got the audio on, don't I?
Okay.
I can hear it. I guess you guys can't.
Did you click the button to share audio?
Probably not.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Life comes at you quick. David Smith says, I don't think Harrison Bailey will be the quarterback. I think he transfers out. I think that's what's going to happen too.
You guys see it now?
Yeah, it's good. Not lagging as bad as I thought it would be. I've got 14 laptops surrounding me. What do you guys, everybody in the live chat? We got almost 400 people watching live. Please do hit that thumbs up, even though some people get mad when I say that. But I want you guys to interact with us throughout this thing. So what are you looking for? We've talked about the quarterbacks. We've talked about, the offensive line. What's the one thing you're going to be watching? Is it the quarterbacks?
Yep, for sure.
I definitely think that's the most important thing for sure. But I just don't know how much that you're going to see.
I mean, we're talking about an offense that couldn't score 17 points last year. Do you, Jesse, we can't show the game. Sorry. A team that struggled to score 17 points, they lost their first and second string running back. And we're all the number one wide receiver. And I still have confidence in this offense to score points. Do you not? What's so funny, Indy Kid?
Hey, Daniel, if you want to see how Eric Gray does for the Vols, you might want to watch last year's tape on that. He's in Oklahoma now, bud.
Jake wants to see Beckwith run with the ball. Everybody wants to see that, don't they? I don't know. There's a few people that talk about Beckwith being too big to play running back, but if he gets his pads down, it does. I don't think it matters.
I think they'll use him a lot of different ways. I think you'll see him. He's a guy. I mean, you could do it running back. You could put him in as a tight end package. You could put him as an H back. You could put him out wide. I mean, there's so many things you could do with that. You could probably even run a wildcat with him. I mean, the dude should be a weapon.
I mean, look right down the road to Nashville at what the Titans do with Derrick Henry. I mean, just size-wise and skill set-wise, I think you can draw a lot of comparisons to that. So, yeah, I mean, there's a ton of potential. It's just finding the best use for him. And I truly think that this coaching staff, that's what they're going to do is make the best use of the talent that they have. And that's a far contrast from what we saw from the previous staff when there was a lot of talent standing on the sideline.
No imagination before. Yeah. I mean, it was, yeah. I mean, you look at all the guys that are showing out right now that they're talking about, and these guys couldn't even get on the field last year, and you had dudes that had bricks for hands still get trotted out there every time because they knew every block and every scheme. Yeah, I'm just curious to see some creativity, some speed. I think that, funny enough, I think the players recruited are ideal for this system. Strangely enough, I don't see how they were ideal for the previous system, but I don't know. It's funny how things work out sometimes, though.
The chat's talking about Joe Milton. Have we talked about that live on air? Was that this week? I guess it was this week, wasn't it? I saw somebody posting on VolQuest that he's been in Knoxville for like a month or two. I don't know how accurate that is, but it makes no sense if that's the case. But the rumors are that he's planning to start school in May. So he's not going to be participating today, but I have heard that he is in Knoxville today. But yeah, we won't see him until fall. What do y'all think about that? You know, I know myself and the Indie Kid have talked about it several times in the comment section and just off air, but do you not think it's a cause for concern that Josh Heupel's going to the transfer portal for a 5th scholarship quarterback?
It's a huge cause of concern.
I think it really kind of drives home the point that there's more than likely at least one of these other guys that's going to be hitting the transfer portal themselves.
Yeah, I think it's Bailey. Do you not?
It's hard to tell, and I think a lot of that.
Maurer leaving.
I think staff likes Maurer.
I think Maurer fits the system. I think that's the hang up with Bailey. You know, first of all, his dad, the comments that he made. Oh, you know, we came because of Pruitt. We came because of this staff, and all that. But I really think that Bailey doesn't necessarily fit the system. So
David Smith says he doesn't think any of them fit. I agree with Dauber. I think Maurer fits. I think there's a reason that Heupel was after him at UCF. And I think that relationship that they had is playing into Maurer's favor. I really do, man. And I would love nothing more for Brian Maurer to come out and ball out, man. He brings something to the table. He's just got to learn to protect the football. What's going on? Why have they not started the game? Have they said? Because I can barely hear the audio.
I think there's a misconception that this offense requires a mobile athletic quarterback. That's not been the case. And I don't get where Bailey doesn't fit the system. He fits it just as much as guys at Central Florida. If he can learn how to get rid of the ball fast, he fits it just fine. But they have never had a high rusher at quarterback at Central Florida under Heupel. And sure wasn't the case at Missouri either. So I think Bailey can fit. It's just a matter, can he get rid of the ball? Can he make the quick decisions? That might be why he doesn't fit, but it's not because he's not mobile enough or anything like that.
Fart on Fart says, I tried to tell you guys.
Yeah, that's a good point right there from Jay Summit. Drew Lock was developed. He had the 1 year with Heupel as a quarterback's coach and then the 1 year as a coordinator, and he was developed. And that's something that you go back to our resident quarterback the last couple of years, and that's one thing I will say. Yeah, things didn't quite work out the way we wanted to with him, but the kid was behind the 8 ball with lack of coaching and development from multiple staffs that that did not do him any service preparing him for every Saturday. Man, that just threw me right off track right there.
Can you please show the stupid game? OMG. Please show the game. I think I'm going to say this one more time and then I'll let it go. Look, guys, here's the deal. We run a YouTube channel where we do post-game shows, pre-game, weekly shows. We make videos. We put out all kinds of content for free. If we show the game, they will immediately strike this channel for copyright. And then what happens then, we can no longer stream. The channel's shut down. We're not going to show the game. So if you're here just to watch the game, then you can leave, because if we could show it, I would love nothing more, but we cannot show it. Unfortunately, It is what it is. Jerry Davidson, I don't know what's going on either. Have you all figured out? Are we on a rain delay? Why are they not starting?
I have no
They
idea.
said they were getting ready for kickoff.
Because all I've seen is 3 rounds of commercials at this point.
Southern
got
Life.
a lot of guys.
If Tennessee beats Alabama this year, I will more than happy sing Rocky Top. I'll sing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, did you all see where Heupel sent out like a gift box to all the former players? I know Swain got one.
They said that Carl Pickens was on campus this week.
He was at practice this week.
Yeah.
Al Wilson was there. I guess it was Thursday.
Kamara's there.
Yeah, Kamara's at the game today. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I seen where Eckler said Al Wilson's chili's hot.
I'd say so. I bet his is just on steaming out of control.
Dude, I bet that guy, Eckler, I bet he didn't even sleep last night.
I wonder how much he sleeps every night, period. I bet it's not much. That picture when he took Golish, the picture he took of Golish, man, it was pretty late at night.
I have a hard time believing when they go back to when they're able to go to face and that these prospects can officially visit. I can't imagine that Eckler wouldn't just be an A+ recruiter.
Oh,
with
yeah.
his personality.
Yeah.
He has to be, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I seen comments, when you post the video about Milton coming. I don't know, based on numbers, I'm not seeing it, but I don't know what the potential is on him. He was obviously a 4-star quarterback coming in, but his numbers at Michigan were pretty scary.
Oh gosh. And now Brandy's wanting to know how she can watch the game.
Everything that I've seen from Michigan fans is that he had all the potential in the world and then just didn't get developed at all.
Well,
so pretty much fits in Knoxville.
I think he had some head issues too. I think there were mental deal, which we've been through that. Do we want to go through that again?
So we've got number. Is he go wearing number 2 when he comes in also?
I get he was not, because what is he, number 5? And that's Hooker, right? Oh God, watch him wear number 2. Watch it happen.
Well, somebody claimed we'll find out today when he's out there playing today. That's what the dude that kept commenting said. Well, we'll see all 4 quarterbacks on Saturday.
Yeah, good.
Kind of hard for that to happen when he's not officially on the team.
Nugaloots, you got it figured out, buddy. He's got the game pulled up, got the game muted, gonna listen to us 4 idiots talk throughout the game. Should be fun. Me and old Nugaloots have some good back and forth, man. He's a fun one in the comment section. He likes to have some good civil debate. I like it.
Oh my gosh, the smoky grays for the quarterbacks.
Nice. Wait, I don't see. Somebody said Milton was playing. That's funny. I don't see him there.
Inside baseball. The ghost of JG has returned. Oh, I hope not.
God, my phone's blowing up. You'd think it was opening season or something.
JP, tell them they can hear what you think right here live on Talkin VAWLS Network.
Yeah, I know, right?
Perfect time for it.
One of the guys that's texting me, you banned, I think. So
I banned.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh, Wayne. What's going on, Wayne? Don't be an idiot. You won't get banned from the channel, moron. Real easy concept. Smoky grays with the white pants.
I like it. I think it looks good.
Dude, I love alternate uniforms, and the kids love them. I wish they would go something with black, though. Although, I like the smoky grays, too, but I like black uniforms.
They'll be back in black at some point.
As much as I hate Georgia, their black uniforms look awesome.
Well, it gets the crowd fired up, too. All these traditionalists, it's a funny thing when they come out in an alternate uniform or something, the crowd goes nuts.
Dude, I remember when Kiffin did it, they came out and warmed up in different jerseys, and when they changed them, that crowd went nuts.
There was an eerie like sound from the crowd when they come out to the tunnel, because I remember my wife and I were watching it, and I was like, that's a weird sound. And then you saw them in the tunnel with those black jerseys on. That was awesome. I remember, was it the next year under Dooley? There was speculation. That was a bad sign. I was not happy because there was speculation they may bring them out again, and then they came out for Halloween just in normal stuff. It's like, man, come on, have a little fun.
What a cool time and way to do it too. Travis Adair, $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the support, Travis. We appreciate it. Says, hey boys, how's it going? WPS. Do you think the secondary will be better without Cornbread's influence? I don't know that it could get worse.
No. Yeah, I don't think it could get worse for sure.
We got Drew Brown with a 1999 super chat.
Heck
You
yeah.
guys, everybody should give a $20 super chat because they're orange, way better than green and red and all those other colors. But Drew says, pumped for the game, watching and got it muted, listening to the best damn Vols podcast out there. Go Big Orange, hit that like button. Don't be a Jeff. That should be a t-shirt. Don't be a Jeff. I love it. I love it, Drew. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Drew.
Here we go.
Loss of one to start.
That looked similar to last year.
D. Beckwith out there. Maurer getting the first reps.
Quick on the ball.
Low throw.
Henry T out there at wide receiver, number 11.
Yeah.
I saw somebody, it might have been in the live chat before the game started, saying, do you think Henry T's watching spring and then going to make a decision to come back? If so, he's an idiot. How about you go through spring practice? Yeah, he's not coming back, but how about you go through spring practice and then make a decision? Oh man.
Keaton.
Looked like a pretty good throw.
So Maurer got to start.
Led him back to the center, not a bad throw. But, you know, when you look at this offense, this is what's concerning, right? They go out, they go fast. They're getting ready to punt, and there's 30 seconds gone off the clock. Not even.
26 seconds, yeah.
Is that a starting linebacker snapping that ball? All right, who's going to lead the twos? It better be Hendon Hooker.
It'll be Hooker, I bet.
Yeah, I think so too. Did they ever? I never saw. Is it ones versus twos? What are they? How are they doing it?
I'm not sure because they've got so many injuries that they're.
From what I gathered, they said that they weren't going to like draft a team, so I think it's just offense versus defense.
Yeah.
So they don't have like an actual.
We need 22. We need 22 Al Wilsons out there.
So he's from Greensboro, Tennessee. Huh. Where is Greensboro, Tennessee? Never heard of that.
It's over there near Winston-Salem, Tennessee.
So I'm assuming that's wrong.
North Carolina.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina.
Gotcha.
Who we got? Is that small? Is that small? There we go.
The left side.
Something tells me this is your ones right here. I don't think D. Beckwith is your start. And it could just be all mixed up.
Yeah, that's got Kate Bays and
ain't the line doing his job.
Ugh.
I'm not mad at that. He's looking around, looked through several progressions, then tried to make something happen.
Yeah, I think this. Yeah, there's Cade Mays. There's Carvin.
This is your ones.
Are they going ones versus ones? O versus. I bet they'll mix it up some too.
Yeah, I think everything's just going to be mixed up because you had Jalen Hyatt in with that last group.
Yeah. I mean, we got to remember. I mean, we don't have a lot of players really. Well, we got probably 20, 22, 23 coming in this fall.
Oh, look at that.
I like that play.
That's nice.
There's a
nice play.
Good Lord have mercy, using a tight end. How dare you?
Yeah, I know. An actual play to the tight end. I guess
There
we
we go,
don't have
boys.
that many.
We're winning
coming in
the SEC.
Feels like 98.
Feels like 98. We're winning it all this year, boys.
Oh, that was a
And
bad
then
throw.
that play happened. No, maybe I'll take a win off after that throw.
I tell you what, we're going to win today.
Somebody
Yeah.
is.
Field looks good.
Hopefully the baseball.
What an old man comment.
Field.
Dang, does the stream keep locking up on you all, or is it because I've got 17 laptops?
No,
running?
it's glitchy.
We're all
Really?
probably struggling. Well, JP, you've got 2 stream yards going. It's going to be a little laggy.
Mine's perfect on my end.
I agree, Captain. Fant is going to be good, and Jacob Warren has the potential to be good too.
Plus,
I
you
think
got
we're
Austin Pope. I mean, he's going to be used.
We're actually going to see tight ends being used on this football team.
Surely the goodness that they're going to have this clock run at some point in time, continuous clock.
Don't they usually do that in the second half?
From what I heard from Hubs and them the other day, that they didn't even know that there was any kind of rules or anything set up yet for the orange and white game. So,
Well, they asked, I think, Tim Banks, and Tim Banks was like, or maybe it was Golish. He was like, that's a question for Coach Heupel. And they were like, well, we don't get to talk to Coach Heupel today. So it's like, geez, man, calm down. Travis Adair with another $5 super chat. Thank you, Travis. 1998, I still have nightmares over that fumble. I'm old. Does anybody know what WPS
I definitely
means?
think Small can be a heck of a running back for us. I liked him last year. I don't know why in the world he didn't get more carries last year. I mean, Chandler trip over his feet out of the backfield.
Look at
Yeah,
that. Look at that
Chandler was
blocking,
rough.
man.
Is Travis? Is that something? Is he an Arkansas fan?
Woo Pig Suey.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. If he's maybe
Oh,
an
now it
Arkansas
makes
fan.
more sense. There you go.
I'll never forget that, guys. I was actually at that game,
Wow.
and we thought it was over. I remember the 4th down pass, incomplete. He's like, no, it's too good to be true. Just getting ready to say, let's get the heck out of here. And about that time, it's like you see that ball on the ground. That place was just nuts. In between that and the 04 Florida game where Will Hoyt bombed that 50-yarder. That's the two.
Oh, my goodness. I was up under the overhang in that, and I swear the stadium shook.
Yeah. Dude behind me beat the absolute crap out of me celebrating. It was great. And Cal 06 was wild too.
Man, that game was fun because they just put it on them right out of the gates.
That place was rocking.
Boogie broke my my Oakleys when we were jumping around when we broke the streak to Florida in Neyland.
Man, never have I been so pissed in one half and so happy after a game. Oh man, it was such a roller coaster.
Oh, we were
Who's
we were ready.
23 here, fellas?
Is that small?
No, Small's 20.
20. Oh, that's right.
Right,
Oh, right.
Jalen
Okay.
Wright.
We were ready to leave at halftime.
Oh, I was too.
Golly, that was rough.
Kick it
There
out.
was,
Kick it out. There it is.
There it is.
Touchdown.
Boom.
There was one buddy of mine. He said that him and the other friend of ours, they left and went to Calhoun's, and they come back and were somehow able to get back in when they saw him coming back. I don't know how they pulled that off to get back in, but
I didn't even really pay attention to the defense. I wonder if
That's a bad tackle by attempt by 21.
it almost seems like you had your – it seems like it's ones versus twos, like one defense went against the two offense to start the game because that didn't look like your starting defense.
somebody was asking about the kicking earlier. Who are the kicker? I'm guessing
You got that transfer from USC.
that's right. Yep. And then you got what is the Carver kid that walked on campus?
I don't think he's on campus yet. Is he?
I don't think he's there yet.
Did you
Man,
see
I was
the go ahead.
I was going to say, I was, obviously, glad to get a decent kicker walk. I was kind of disappointed, though, because it seemed like it was between either him or Cade Inslee at Science Hill. who ended up going to Georgia State, but I actually coached Cade a couple years in baseball, and I knew how much he put in. He's a great kid. I was hoping he would be the one that they got down there because I know how much he was a hell of a baseball player and gave it up to be a kicker. And because he and I talked about it and said, "What?" He said, "That's probably my way right there is kicker over baseball." And I was really hoping he would get it, but I mean, obviously this Carver kid really wanted to be there too. I just wonder if it was whoever took it first got it.
Did you see the kid, the preferred walk-on that committed, Daniel Bethel, the kicker? Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's old Snake's nephew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He had an offer, I think, from Ole Miss. But, man,
I think he switched commitments or something, didn't he?
Yeah. Dude, Snake's been telling me about him for a long time about how good he is. So I thought that was pretty neat.
These guys that kick, man, they put the work in because I saw Hensley. He was kind of a protege of Will Hoyt. Because he kicked with Medley and guys like that. And, I would see him every day, him and his brother out there just punting, kicking and stuff. So they put the work in. It doesn't just happen by accident. Anybody think Trevor Lawrence may bust in the NFL?
I don't know, man.
I don't necessarily think he was obviously really good in college, but I think he didn't do any more than was expected. I mean, he was predicted to win Heisman's and stuff. And I don't know. He may be good in it. I just don't know about him, man.
Travis Adair, how come the Arkansas fan is the one just throwing money left and right? But we love you guys. Thanks for the support. Travis says, has Tennessee ever worn all orange uniforms with orange helmets with white tees? I think that would be a really cool uniform combination.
I've never known them to wear an orange helmet.
Yeah, not unless it was before I was born. I love the all orange, but
the only alternate helmet's been the gray one, right?
Oh, yeah. The only one I've ever known, yeah.
You got to catch that. Who's 36?
He's got a mullet. I know
I think that's Jungle Boy.
He's going to be wrestling for Ricky Morton later tonight.
Man, old Ricky Morton posted a video this week of them against the Midnight back in the day. They look like the Beatles.
Look at that. Oh, Jancic.
Coming back.
No, it was offsides.
Was it? That was Bailey, wasn't it? Dropped that thing on a dime. Look, just in time for that comment. I see you, Jake. Man, he dropped that one in there. Jancic, what the heck?
Are these Jancics down there any kin to John?
That's his son.
It is? Okay. There was been one on the basketball teams. Is it the same one? Or?
Well, I mean, let me back up there, Indy Kid. I'm assuming, yes, that is his son. I knew that he had one down there, but now that you said about the basketball, maybe I was thinking about that. So,
see, he's had.
I thought he had one quarterback. At
one point, and
he was down there when Jancic was coaching, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and then Jancic, they all left, and then I think he stayed for his senior year.
I'm pretty sure he had a couple younger kids when he was down there that went to Knox Catholic as well.
I bet these are them then.
I definitely think that this means, and I know uniforms don't really mean anything, but I definitely think that this means that Heupel and Danny White are probably going to consider wearing those alternate uniforms again at some point.
You know it. You know they will.
It's all about this. You get those.
I don't care if they show up pink tutus as long as they win.
Yeah.
Now it's funny. A few years, I remember going up to Alumni Hall. I think it was Butch Jones's last year, and everything was on. It was a big sale, and the season was still going, and I was like, "Has this got anything to do with them losing?" And they said it absolutely does. They said our sales have tanked since they've had such a bad year.
I'm sorry, the chat's making me laugh. I told you guys they're going to get fired up. One guy makes a play. Greatest in the history of Tennessee football. Claude Petty back with a $3.99 super chat. Thank you. Claude says, can we please stop wearing these damn black cleats? I like the black cleats.
Oh, I do too.
Everybody wants to wear white. We got Maurer slinging it.
Oh, Jalen.
Bro. Brian Maurer, greatest quarterback in the history of Tennessee football.
Oh,
boys, we're back.
There's your
We're
QB1.
That's QB1 right there, Donovan.
No,
We're back.
no, Bailey QB1. Split reps. We're back, boys. We got a good quarterback problem.
Three-headed monster.
Hendon Hooker's transferring. It's Maurer and Bailey. We got greedy. We went for 3 in a row.
They said Milton's down there. Man, he might just pack his crap up and go back to Michigan.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at a tweet right now. It said Milton said, to hell with this, boys. I'm going home. I'm going home. And I'm kidding, guys, in the chat. That there's not a tweet that says that. What's going to happen with Salter? Do you think them taking Milton maybe means Salter's going to get canned?
Gosh, I hope not, man. I want to see him at least. I mean, I want to see surely the goodness. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the charges were dropped, I think they just said the timetable is these guys have to sit out all spring, and we're going to see all 4 of them back this fall.
It's just time to, and I don't do this, but it's time to just legalize pot and get it over with. Look at that play right there. QB1. Guys are getting in trouble for freaking
this
marijuana.
Defense is horrible, fellas.
21st century. I mean,
it's a matter of time.
Not that I smoke it or anything. I don't, but it's just, if it's legal in parts of the country.
Yeah, but the problem with that was, Indy Kid, is they supposedly beat the guy up and was trying to rob him, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Way more to it.
So it's
Goodness
more than
gracious.
just...
They've already scored 14 points on both sides, and we're 5 minutes into this thing.
It's awesome.
Change your name to 420, Indy Kid. Good God.
Indy Kid 420. I like it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
They're going to have to keep his clock going, or it's going to be a long...
It's a running clock in the second half.
Well, I know, but...
I knew that's a good one.
This first half's going to be a marathon. They keep on...
Yeah, I agree, Noah. That's exactly what I think.
What a strange turn this stream is taking.
Yeah, it's my fault. That's what the week of 420 does to you guys. I guess Rob Van Dam will pop into the stream here before too long. So,
oh goodness, him and his Katie Forbes.
Yeah, your girl there.
Jeez.
I still think I laughed the last vision of her is Sammy Callahan pile driving the crap out of her and flopping her over.
Yeah, JP's like, I got stuff to do. I don't want to watch this.
Ooh. Field goal unit.
Hey, that's $1,000.
You don't want
the kid
that. Well, you probably need it because the channel will probably be over at that point.
Chase McGrath.
Is this the USC guy?
Yeah.
Right down the pipe.
Right down the middle.
Travis Adair, Arkansas fans showing up and showing out, making us Talkin VAWLS faithful look bad. $5 super chat. Thank you, Travis. You think they have learned how to defend a slant?
I think this defense is going to struggle this year, so I think probably the slant's the least of our worries.
I don't think they're going to embarrass their own defense and throw slants all day long on them today.
But it's like we've said for weeks now, going through spring practice. This is fun to watch. This is a lot of fun to watch right now.
Yeah,
And-
scoring points.
Yeah,
Moving the ball down the field. I've said it more times than I can count. It wasn't just that we struggled to score points last year. We struggled to get first downs.
Yeah.
We struggled to get chunks of yards to continue a drive.
It's really
There
been
we
like
go.
that
We're
for about
reminded of
4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, there was kind of that, that outlier the year before where they won 8 games, but there were some painful times during that as well.
I hate to say it, but what's the common denominator for that time frame?
Yeah,
It's true, man.
it is.
Where is
15.
Beck with that?
Was he with the?
He was with
Was he on the
Maurer's
White?
group. I think Orange. I don't know. I thought Orange was offense and White was defense.
Oh, was it?
Oh my
Man,
God!
look here.
That.
Look at
Goodness
Elvis.
gracious, just wide open.
Yep,
This
keep
poor
talking about him
defense.
transferring, boys.
His
Keeps
defense.
dropping
Yeah,
dimes.
goodness gracious, man. He's they both look good to me, but Bailey's on, man. He's throwing the ball.
That was Valus. So they're mixing and matching here.
But let me throw this out there. Like we said before we started.
Wheel route wide open. Wheel route wide open. Good
Golly.
Lord have mercy.
That
Is
was-
The defense is just horrible.
Is it the offense or is it the defense is that bad?
yeah.
Oh, it's
Tim.
the offense is that good, guys. We're going glass half full here.
All
The
right.
offense is that good. That's
Let's
what it
just
is.
not worry about it. Just enjoy watching something exciting. Look at the spring game when Pruitt was there. They couldn't score against that defense. Goodness gracious. This is at least fun to watch.
Boys, this is a top 15 defense, and our offense is absolutely making them look like they're
That's
barely
about
gonna
like
be
me
top
playing
100.
Madden against Boogie.
Yeah. No, it's not.
I would say that's Boogie going up and down the field, but all he does is hand off up the middle every time. So
It works.
it didn't work the last 2 seasons I was in the Dynasty.
Oh, you just make up stuff.
Back-to-back champion,
Oh, that's a lie. I don't believe that for a
100%
second.
truth.
I won so many championships. I don't even know what season you're talking about.
So
I
Joseph
didn't win
was
so
out
many
there.
when I was there.
That game's gonna come back out. And when it does, it's gonna be the death of Talkin VAWLS because we're gonna get in a fist fight over a video game.
Seriously though, fellas, I mean this defense is lost.
There's
JP
not a
has
lot
to
of
find
talent
something
on it.
negative.
I,
Got to
I
spin
mean,
it negative. We're
I
all
mean-
having fun watching this offense rock and roll. You got to make us upset.
Well, that's what we've been saying. That I think the offense will score points in the fall. No problems. The defense is going to give them up too.
Do you not think it's a little bit of a combination of both, JP, and not just that the defense is so bad?
no, I think the defense is really bad right now. They don't know where. They have no idea, and it's nothing. Well, part of the problem is we just don't have a lot of players. So hopefully, people like the Charles kid that's coming in, Rucker that's coming in,
Charles is
Marley
already
that's
there.
coming in.
Charles is already there.
Hopefully that those kids can help. Who's already there?
Charles is already there.
Is he?
Because they're pretty high on him. I think he was mentioned this week in one of the press conferences.
Well, and part of the problem there is linebackers too. And I don't know what the answer is there.
The guys you've got out suspended right now, they really put them behind missing spring practice. And that's really truly probably my biggest concern going into the season is linebacker. When you're talking Banks, who's been out hurt, not getting a full spring, but a converted running back is probably your best returner in that position group. That's you're not setting yourself up for success at that position.
Well, you're kind of looking at really what I would say top 4 guys haven't even been practicing because you're talking about Banks, Roman Harrison, and then French and Willis.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who would be ahead of those guys. And obviously I'm not counting the 2 guys who are not coming back. because they would be there if they were coming back. But when your top 4 guys are not practicing, that's
Right there's what we need, fellas. Right there. We need that 40-plus points a game average.
going to need every bit of it. Going to need. Man, that's wild. I know people were like last year, well, yeah, but his losses kept going down for
Look
year.
at that.
Holy
Goodness
smokes.
gracious, man.
Who's 40?
That's not
Is that
T.
Hodge?
Is it?
Oh, that's Orr, isn't it?
Damn, he's been there for about 15 years, hasn't he?
He came
Is
in
that
with
Josh
Kennedy, I
Smith?
believe.
Josh Smith,
Looks like Josh Smith.
23rd year senior. Dude, it did seem like Josh Smith was there forever.
So I keep on asking this. Where is Beck with that? Is he hurt? What's the deal?
He started the game, but I've not seen him since. But good gosh, they've had a different running back in every series. We only saw Small for that one series, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So who do we have at defensive tackle right now? Who is 93? I need a organization chart.
Be weird if you were sitting in front of this weird device that you could type a search and it would pop up the entire.
I'm afraid that if I do that, Biggie, I'll cut off the stream.
Google it up, as the kids say.
Yeah. Or back in our day, we used to go to Yahoo and search it.
Let's see if we can tell. I'll pull a roster up here.
Yeah, JP, you just hold tight. We'll get the info for you. We
I
don't want you to.
appreciate that.
We don't want you to crash the stock market or something.
I intentionally said, guys, show up early because I knew poor JP would struggle trying to figure out what I was wanting to do.
Hey, I done it perfect, man.
You did. You're awesome. You're the man. You're the man.
There'll be a little something extra in your paycheck this week.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Nice Walmart gift card.
Yeah.
Baseball
send you
still
a-
up 6-1.
A free Talkin VAWLS t-shirt. Oh, somebody's down. He just
What
got
in
shot.
the world?
He got shot.
Morven Joseph. Are you kidding me?
Who was it last year that pulled that? Was it last year when they were playing against somebody that went fast and somebody got
Yeah.
shot? Oh, goodness. That's hilarious. I have a feeling we're going to see that a lot this year, though.
Do
I've
you
only
guys?
got some downtime in between plays. Let me remind you guys, we got 443 people watching. Help us out. Just hit thumbs up. If you're new here, we're glad you're here. Welcome. Subscribe to the channel. We try to drop as much content as possible. During the season, we go live after the games and every Wednesday night. But if you guys keep showing up like you have been, we'll probably do 3 shows a week this season. Let us know, though, if that's what you guys want. I was thinking about Monday fan call-in just for our members. And then Wednesday, regular show, and then Saturday post-game.
Well,
So
that's a good point. How do you become a member?
Well, it's funny you asked, Dauber. You see there's a little button just below the video that says join. And if you click that, you get access to custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. And everybody that's a member, I would ask that you put them in the chat right now. And yeah, it's just 99 cents a month. You get access to these emojis. You can use them in the comment section. You can use them during the live streams. And it's just a way to say thank you to Talkin VAWLS for providing free content all throughout the season.
Emojis like that?
Yeah. Emojis like that with that beautiful beard.
Yeah.
Emojis like the indie kid with those earrings. Yeah, 99 cents a month. But in all seriousness, whether you're just a subscriber or you're a member of the channel, we appreciate you guys showing up. Look at that sweet mullet.
I was looking. Looks like baseballs are up. I heard. I caught Swain a little bit on Friday. I heard McKee talking about A&M may come after Vitello. Did you hear him saying that?
Yeah, that's what they've been saying.
I think a lot of people are going to come after him.
Well, there was something about them having to fly down to A&M, what, charter or commercial? I don't remember what it was, commercial, where most schools they would have to take 2 flights. And so there was kind of some deal there. So, I mean, that goes back. If he's gone, that goes back to years of poor administration again.
Dude,
that's what's going to happen.
It'll be Danny White's first big fail. He's going to start off on a bad foot if he does not retain Tony Vitello. $5 super chat from Jason Slagle. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate the support, buddy. He says, miss those black highlights around the numbers on the unis put there so fans could see the players' numbers better. Bring them back. Go Big Orange.
I totally agree.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah, they look good.
Just like this up here. You can see it.
I'm pointing at my jersey on my wall.
Yeah,
like you guys can
I see that there, Boogie.
Yeah, thanks. It's an Eric Ainge autographed jersey. The only person in the world with an autographed Eric Ainge jersey.
His mom's got one.
Yeah, just me and his mom. That's it.
I bet Danny Ainge has got one.
I got a Dale Murphy right beside him though, autographed.
What's the baseball score?
Big Ball Hoss gave me that.
It was 5-0 last I saw. Did you get
you
it?
would think I didn't mention that just like 2
I know.
minutes ago.
I don't.
You said they were up. You didn't give a score.
I thought I said 6-1.
No, you just said they were up.
Oh, sorry.
Way to go. Way to go.
With your Franz Ferdinand shirt on.
That's all right. Take me out.
Where you want to go?
Nah, wherever.
Why don't you like? Dude, I like Ainge, man. I loved his show that he had when they had the Tennessee Sports Radio or whatever it was called with Jason Bailey. I thought Ainge. I liked Ainge better than Swain at the time. Now I listen to Swain about every day. Run. There you go. QB1 right there. Hendon Hooker making things happen with his feet. That's not something Harrison Bailey can do. Quarterback number 1.
Oh, look at the
Dylan Bates.
Man, there's nothing you can do. You can't stop that.
I don't know if the last time Tennessee's been able to stop a mobile quarterback.
I'll tell you what, man, this quarterback competition is wide open.
This running back competition is too. I mean, Evans hadn't even played, has he?
Dude, Jabari is the guy.
I don't think so.
Everything they say.
He's out, I think.
I think he's the guy.
We may need to look into getting another kicker if we're going to be scoring this many points.
I'm telling you right now, I know y'all giving me a hard time, but if they don't start making this a continuous clock, those guys on defense.
Where do you have to go? Do you have a reservation somewhere?
But I'm telling you, the defense is absolutely gassed already.
It's 4:50, JP.
And they played 10 minutes of football.
You got to get to Piccadilly before it closes.
He's going to get that senior
Too bad it
discount.
shut down.
Well, he'll just go to Italian Village then. Where it goes back to your stuff, Boogie, talking about Bryson Eason playing for the T.
Man, I loved – I don't know if Ryan Drew's still in the chat or not. He's the one that sent me a message and was like, man, you got to make a video on this. That entire interview with him, it was like 10 minutes, fired me up. I know a lot of these kids don't play for the T. A lot of these, they're playing for themselves or to get to the NFL. But, man, when one of them talks about, he was like, my teammate's leaving, I don't care, talking about he didn't care who came to coach. And then he said, I'm glad it's Coach Heupel because I love everything he brings. But I committed to Tennessee, not Jeremy Pruitt. Travis Adair just emptying the wallet on Talkin VAWLS today. Thank you for another $5 super chat. Says in the Arkansas spring game, they wore extra protection over the helmets to protect against concussions. Where is Tennessee's? Well, they wear them in practice.
There's Beckwith.
I was going to say, is that Beckwith? It looks like him.
Oh, Beckwith put his head down. Man, as big as he is, he should have floored that.
He should have ran over that fella.
Use a truck stick.
Yeah. Don't bury Sanders.
Kevin Bear says JP's going to be late for seniors bingo.
Senior bingo? Yeah, I saw that, Kevin. I saw it.
There ain't no way, sheep eating duck. No way. Kevin looks like one of those guys that would fight dirty. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at that mug. He'd take that tie off and choke JP so fast his head would spin. You don't want
It's 17-14. That's what, 31 points. That's more than Pruitt ever scored.
That's about more than they scored all last year, right?
Oh, boys. I love it when you get a super chat competition. Claude Petty says, here's $4.99. Travis, I ain't scared. Thank you, Claude, for the super chat. We got a battle, boys. We're going to see.
I'll tell you what, Travis, if you don't double that, you don't have a hair on your ass. But...
This is a family show.
Oh, sorry. Hair on your behind.
Oh, man, the last time they started throwing $50 out to show who was the best.
What we're trying to do here.
Y'all are crazy.
I actually like that gray hat that coach had on there.
Oh.
That big orange power tee on it. That looks sweet right there.
Oh, I finally got my baseball hat. I had gotten the one with the gray with the orange, and it would have fit about 2 heads in it, so I had to send it back.
I told you the sizes are funky. I had to go down like 2 sizes I normally wear.
I had tried one in last time I was in at Alumni Hall, and I didn't get it there, but I went and ordered it online. I ended up having to just get the solid gray one, but it's pretty sweet. I think that was the first the last baseball type I had I'd bought was I'd gotten the black one with the orange tee years ago, and it had on the back in the middle, it had actual Neyland Stadium on. I've had that sucker forever. I got it in one of the orange and white games, but
yeah, I've got an old.
I've got that one right there.
Has it got a balls on the back?
No, it's got nothing. But
right there in the middle
balls
on the back, mine has a thing of Neyland Stadium. Let me see if I can find it here.
Here we go. We're kicking it off. The super chat battle is on. Travis Adair for $10 says, "Bring it on, Claude. I'm not scared. You guys are running out of players." JP, how dare you? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Travis, for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate it.
All right, so Claude Petty, no hair. You don't double that. Right there's
where's
one
Donovan
right there
at?
had the
that's nice.
Neyland on the back. It was kind of the same one. Then here's the one I got this week. I got just a solid gray one.
Yeah. You may want to bet that Malachi McKinney.
I saw
saying
that.
Joe Milton isn't coming to Tennessee. They know him.
Why is he in Knoxville right now? If you're who you say you are.
Why is he
enrolled?
Yeah. Did Fulmer get a buzz cut or something?
It looks like they tried to Photoshop him on there and cut too much off. Who won a bet? $1,000 on it. $1,000, Malachi says. What a weird thing to put in the comment section of 4 idiots watching the orange and white game.
I'm not a betting man, Malachi, but I appreciate it.
Who we got out there now? Harrison Bailey.
God, what a lazy block by Darnell Wright, though. That's ridiculous, Darnell Wright. I wish I could rewind that. Lazy. That didn't give me a good feeling about the fall. If he can't put forth any more effort than that, pathetic.
Now, this is the entertainment we're here for, Uncle Broken Down Beamer.
And then he redeems himself by
he saw Milton
somewhat pancaking Bryson Eason.
JP ruining my jokes. I'm trying to tell jokes, and JP wants to talk about offensive linemen. Did they skip to the second quarter? Is that what they just said?
I think so.
He just said the first quarter's gone on long enough.
Yeah, it says
they must have been listening to JP.
JP's texting somebody.
Nah, I'm having to watch this. I've got like 14 screens going. My mind's blown.
JP's got dinner reservations at Golden Corral. He's got to get out of here. Buffet for seniors ends at 5 o'clock. He's got 4 minutes.
Look, he's already started the clock continuous. I told you, fellas. I'm like, man, there ain't no way he's gonna be able to keep this up. Those guys' tongues would be dragging the ground.
J Long 5000 doing my work for me. Says smash the thumbs up already. We got 258. We got 6 people that don't like Indy Kid, but that's okay.
Well, now the clock stops. I don't know. I give up.
What do you guys think about this quarterback position? Harrison Bailey and Hendon Hooker separating themselves from Maurer today?
I don't know. I think Maurer is looked pretty good too.
There's Slaughter. Right there's D'Amico Slaughter, ain't it? 18, unless he's changed numbers. Yep, there it is. I'm telling you, Slaughter is going to slaughter somebody.
Trying to channel some Dale Carter there with that number.
Sure. I don't know about that now.
Indy Kid, how come they praise you? We've done one baseball show, and everybody talks about how thankful they are that Indy Kid talks baseball. I guess I'm just there to listen to you talk. But speaking of baseball, we're going to drop a video Sunday immediately after the game. So anybody that likes baseball, Tennessee baseball, tune in for that. We'll do 10, 15, 20 minutes and just kind of run down the series against Texas A&M. J-Dub with a $5 super chat. Thank you, J-Dub. Looks like our players fit the system and not the power Pruitt was running.
Strange.
Yeah, weird what happens when you utilize your talent.
Yep. That's what I said the last, too, that it's strange how these players really fit this system.
Well, that's a couple weeks ago. We had somebody comment that it was like
Buzz and Pearl.
Pearl's first season coming in with Peterson's players that really just kind of fit his system. I mean, I don't know that defensively we'll be able to stop enough people enough times, but I think we're going to score points. I think we're going to be in games more than we were last year.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
because a lot of times last year, by the end of the first quarter, it was over.
Yeah.
Somebody was putting in the comment section of a video talking about how this team wasn't even going to win 3 games. And when you look at the schedule, this team should. Now, I'm not saying that Pitt or Bowling Green can't beat Tennessee because they can, but this team should be 3-0 rolling into Florida in the 4th week. I really think they should be. Do you guys not agree?
Every opportunity to be. Yes.
Right. Yep. Pitt's in Knoxville, so I like that game's in Knoxville for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they can lose that game, though. I'm not stupid. I realize that. But I think they should be 3-0 rolling into Florida. And then
going into Bama, they could be 6-1 going into Bama.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Missouri and South Carolina. That's three wins from last year. And I'm not sitting here saying that that Indy Kid's right. They're going to be 6-1, but they have every opportunity to compete with those teams. Kentucky, they should compete with. South Alabama, that's a win. Vanderbilt, that should be a win. This team, and obviously you got to wait and you got to see what the NCAA does. But this team, if there were no violations I don't think they're going to be allowed to play in the postseason. But if that was out the window, this team should be going to a bowl next year.
I think best case on this schedule, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but there's a potential for 9 wins on that schedule.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not setting it up. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't expect it because I expect they'll fall somewhere along the way. But Bowling Green, Pitt, who's third game's at Tennessee Tech?
Yeah.
Missouri, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Kentucky. Who's November 20th?
South Alabama.
And Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
But
all
worst
winnable
case,
games.
Yep, they are. And, who knows about Florida, what they're going to have. They've lost Trask. So, I mean, but, it's at Florida. Got to see that to believe it right there. So, but 9 wins is doable. And again, I'm not sitting here on there saying they're going to win 9 games, but the potential is there. And that Ole Miss game is going to be a freaking shootout. I mean, I don't see any other way around that. That is going to be an absolute.
You think between the teams they crack a century?
Yeah. I think it's highly possible.
Oh yeah. I think combined that there's 100 points that game.
6 if we're lucky. I don't know. I mean, put the schedule back up again, Boogie. That's the ones that I wonder about right there. October 2nd, Missouri made a lot of progress last year. I think they're going to
be tough.
That's going to be a tough game. Pitt's going to be no joke. I make no bones about it. Obviously, Florida, go have your work cut out going down there. South Carolina should not come into Neyland and win.
But look, when you're saying 6 if you're lucky, they can lose to Pitt. They should not lose to Pitt. They should win those 4 non-conference games. So what you're telling me is you got to find a way to win 2 games out of Vanderbilt, Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, your SEC games, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Missouri, South Carolina. You can't find a way to win 2. Ole Miss, 2 out of those 5.
You got to beat Vanderbilt and South Carolina. They're both in Knoxville. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You don't let those 2 teams come in and beat you because South Carolina, new coach, new system, all that stuff. And Muschamp's run them down too. They're not in good shape right now. So you don't let them come in and beat you. You definitely don't let Vanderbilt come in and beat you.
Ooh.
Another
and then you need to get back. And then you need to get back on the right side against Kentucky as well. I mean, that's just 3 games I never expect to lose. It is what it is. So.
I love that we're having this conversation talking about wins and losses, and look who's in the comment section giving his opinion. It'd be weird if you were on there, JP.
No, I'm interacting.
I know you are.
I'm just in the chat.
I'm just giving you a hard time. It'd be weird if you had a microphone and could give your opinion on air. I love you, JP.
If we get to a bowl or would technically qualify for one, I don't think we'll be playing in a bowl regardless. But if they get to 6, yeah, that's a good start.
Get to 6 wins and play an exciting, Danny White and then Josh Apple comes in right behind him, and they keep talking about a brand. Play an exciting brand of football and win 6 games.
I want to see him
against. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I want to see him against one of those 3 of – there's nice play.
Wide open.
One of the 3 of Florida, Alabama, and Georgia, at least being competitive. I mean, at least looking like you belong in the conference because it's been a long time.
Your best shot at that this year is probably against Florida, Indy kid.
I think so too. I honestly think Georgia. I'm not sold on Kirby as a coach, but Georgia's talent is insane this year.
Yeah, it's absolutely loaded. I mean,
there's another tight end sighting. Imagine throwing the ball to a guy that can catch it. That's hard to scheme for.
Who's Georgia's quarterback? Is it the transfer
Daniels,
from USC?
Yeah, he took over.
Midway.
So
he's coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Georgia's I'm not – Kirby Smart is probably about as good of a recruiter. I mean, that state's freaking loaded, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean –
but if they got a true – like I said, I don't necessarily think he's a bad coach, Kirby. I don't think he's a great coach either. He pulls some bonehead decisions, but –
underachiever, man.
Yeah,
look at the guy there.
I think they've got a legit shot this year. And I hope not.
I hate them, man.
I'd rather see Bama win again than Georgia.
Pecan, my good buddy Pecan. It's good to see him in the chat with a $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Says, here's a super chat. Dauber looks hungry, but do we know what I think he means NCAA might impose on us yet, if anything? I think you're definitely looking at least a 1-year bowl ban. And
unless you get the only saving grace is like with Tennessee basketball when they got rid of Donnie Tyndall and everybody. Which I don't think Tyndall did anything at UT, though, was the only problem. Right. He did it at previous jobs. So that's probably a big difference. I've seen that comparison.
But that's surprising that nothing happened with him, because that kind of shows Tennessee didn't do their due diligence before they hired him.
Uh-oh.
Man, I looked down for 1 second. Who is that? Warren Burrell?
Burrell. Well,
Hooker threw it. Was it a bad throw?
I'd say at least that's promising.
Arm was hit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. They obviously didn't do their due diligence, because that should have been caught right there if there was that red flag.
But I think even with Tennessee, doing all this stuff and self-reporting and all that, I still think they're going to get at least a 1 year. I think they would get 2 if they hadn't self-reported.
Or potentially reduction of scholarships.
I think it's both. I think they're going to get both.
They should have just paid the buyout. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If you get caught, you get caught. But I don't think they did themselves any favors in how they handled it.
Oh, it's definitely killing recruiting this year for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious.
It's destroyed it.
I think they looked at this was their way to get out from under the contract. They knew they were getting rid of him, and they're trying to get out of that buyout.
And I get it; it's a lot of money, but you self-sabotage, man.
It was.
It's like sun's coming out.
Oh, Willie Martinez.
I think Willie Martinez can help his program.
I said it one night on the show after he got hired, and there were some people in the chat. I mean, our best secondary play of the last 10 years or so was when he was there.
A lot of times
there was actually development.
They just look at who they coached under, and that's what they base their entire opinion on.
Well, I mean, when they got rid of Jancic and then Shoup got rid of Martinez, I mean, we know how that all worked out.
Man, I like this entire coaching staff. I really do. Every time they speak, I like the entire staff.
I like that we hear them, get to hear the assistants too, and not just some bumbling imbecile up there talking the whole time that can't even complete a sentence.
Good gosh, man, these games in this fall, they're going to be 6-7 hours long. I'm going to have to change. I usually set the streams up for like 4 hours after kickoff. I'm going to have to make them like 8 hours after kickoff.
We don't need him to be hurt. We don't need anybody to get hurt for sure.
Well, we know it's not a leg injury while he was kicking those legs. So.
Kevin Bear, it was Hendon Hooker that threw it. But Dauber said his arm got hit when he threw it. I missed it.
It looked
Thomas
like
got some major pressure on that too.
Which is good. That's what we need from that defensive line. Impact games, man.
So Bradley Gordon mentioned that thanks to the defensive line on that one, and I think it was 58. I'm pretty sure that's Amari Thomas.
That was down? I thought it was 98.
No, that got pressure on the INT.
I got you.
See, JJ, I think, so he said he don't think, I agree on the major improvement. All I'm really wanting to see, and I think we can all probably agree on, I just want to see, improvement as the year goes along, getting better from the end compared to the beginning, and we've not seen that. And I kind of felt under year 2 under Pruitt, we started seeing that. Last year, they regressed, but I just want to see improve. I want to see progression. I want to see players getting developed. I think year 3, that's when because this defense is going to take a little bit of time.
When you go back and look at year 2 under Pruitt, though, and they won some close games, they could have lost a lot of games in that streak. And I was right there saying, things are going in the right direction, just the same as everybody else, but they could have lost a lot of those games.
Aaron, I'll comment on what I want to, bud. Thank you.
I don't know who's worse, buddy, me or you.
Yeah, I know. It's a freaking comparison. I mean, for God's sake, I can't make a comparison now. So,
yeah, Kevin, I think you're right. They're going to have to go to the transfer portal. Of course, I think those guys, the guys that are suspended, are going to be back by the fall. But I think you're definitely going to see them look to the transfer portal for linebackers and tackles, probably both. Angie, I agree. I think it's crazy that the SEC network is not showing the spring game for every team. Absolutely crazy. Only Alabama.
Well, they put them on the ESPN.
Was it really on the main channel?
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
Travis Adair back for $5. He's throwing it in Claude's face. Claude disappeared. Travis threw $10 and Claude ran, tucked his tail between his legs and ran. Says, don't you guys miss playing Arkansas? We had some great games back in the 90s.
Honestly, I don't really care about Arkansas. No offense, Travis. I would rather play Auburn every year because that used to be the big. Really?
Yeah, he can't stand them.
Auburn's the one that I remember back when that was the number 2 rivalry behind Alabama. I've got a deep hatred for Auburn. I wish we got them every year.
There we go, back to the tight end again. Yeah, let's talk about this JJ Banks. He's talking about JP kind of touched on the transfer portal in his video this morning. What if these guys don't get big offers? Then does the team welcome them back? You know, it's something to look at because, and I think JP kind of said it. Good gosh, that was like 7 o'clock this morning when I listened to that video. But these guys have an agreement. They are getting a free ride, and in response to that, they play football. So what happens when your basic Henry T and Crouch are refusing to play football? So why are they still getting their education paid for at this point? They're not holding up their end of the bargain. To me, when you enter the transfer portal, your scholarship should be cut off. That's it.
What I think so too.
So if you want to wait and do it between semesters or after spring practice, that's fine. But if spring practice is going on and you're not taking part in it, you shouldn't get a scholarship.
That's what I feel like too, Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, you really should only be able to be in it for a certain amount of time. And the thing is, what kind of locker room dynamic does it bring about if these guys come back? I mean, I think that's a conversation that Heupel has to have with the rest of the team. Do we allow them to come back? Because essentially they're saying this team's not good enough for me to play on.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And then like JJ says there, I'm better than you guys. I'm going to go to the portal.
Right.
And then you get a reality check that, well, nobody else really wants me. Look at Small just walking in. So I look, the transfer portal makes sense at times. I get it, you know, but goodness gracious, if you're not living up to your end of the bargain, you should still have to go through spring practice if you're getting your education paid for.
I think from what I heard, Crouch is about to go to Michigan State, or that's what the rumor. I don't know about Toa. I've seen Ohio State mentioned and Alabama, but if they were that interested in him, I don't know why it's taking this long.
No, I think they've not gotten contacted by anybody because you look at the guys that went to Oklahoma. I mean, it's like I'm entering the portal 2 days later, Boomer Sooner. You know, no hesitation, no delay. It's, you know, I think, especially with the way everything went with Toa's dad and everything that got put out on Twitter and all that, man, I don't. He's a great player. I don't think him coming back is good for the team.
I'll be right back. Somebody's got to run the stream. JP, you're in charge. You got seniority. Dang, man, I'm still sitting here and you ain't said nothing, JP. Come on, buddy. Dobby, you're in charge. Run this stream, buddy.
I was sitting there listening to him talking about Bailey.
Let's see.
How many?
First time.
How many?
I don't know about that one.
How many touchdown drives has Bailey produced today? At least 3. He was in on that one there, even though it was a run play.
I tell you what, we're scoring points, and that's what's exciting. Certainly more than 17.
I think all these rumors of Bailey transferring are way premature.
Right there you go, boys.
I certainly believe
That's all
that.
it needs to be said right there. Bailey is the starter, hands down. You can take it to the bank, guys.
I mean, again, so? I mean, I'm not going to take
that's who I said from the get-go.
Like everything from this orange and white game, because obviously, I mean, this defense is gas. They're undermanned, all of that stuff. But like Donovan said, he's 7 of 8, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just led them down for another touchdown there with Smalls running it in. So that's at least three scoring drives with this. I'm sorry. I mean, I would be absolutely shocked if Bailey ends up transferring after this spring game.
This is exactly what I said was going to happen with the spring game. One of the quarterbacks was going to step up and play good, and everybody was going to be in a chat saying, I told you so. I told you.
JJ Banks, if what is the rumors, if they're true, then yes, that Joe Milton is coming in. I think Boogie said somebody was claiming he's even already been down there for a month or so. We don't know if that's true or not, but it definitely sounds like that Joe Milton will be on this football team this summer.
Well, he's definitely in Knoxville. I mean, before the game started, ESPN showed him and threw up his stats at Michigan and all that. So, you know, there's definitely, I guess he's not officially committed, but he's in Knoxville. He's what was the other option?
Malachi is the guy that says he knows him personally, and he said
he's not coming.
He said he's been in Knoxville for a while, but he's not coming. He's sending me DMs. That ain't cool, man. Like, if you want to tell us what he said, that's fine, but I'm not looking at DMs that somebody sent you in private. I ain't sharing that on screen. That's not what I'm about. But if you're friends with him and you know him and you're saying he's not coming, you know, that's fine. We'll see. But I'm just not sharing somebody's private DMs on air. But I appreciate you being here, Malachi. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just not going to share somebody's DMs. Is that he's been here before? Is that the David Bass? I think we've tried to figure that out before, JP. Is that slot car racing Dave Bass?
I don't know if it is or not.
I never can tell because he doesn't have like a real picture. It's hilarious. I hope it is.
Let us know, David Bass.
Yeah, let us know. Good protection.
Now he got rid of it. And not to the other team. So
that's a win.
Yeah, it's all good, Malachi. I'm just not going to show it on air. That's all. You're good. We're good.
I'll just say right now that Maurer has been the least impressive quarterback. I know that.
I agree.
I know that Hooker threw a pick 6, but Maurer's been
pretty good besides that.
Yeah, he's been the least impressive.
Yeah, what's his stat line though? 5. Okay.
5 of 11, it says.
Oh man, I thought he was going to rip it. Look, the thing is, all 4 of us don't care. I know that the 3 of you are just like me. I don't care who freaking starts. As long as if Bailey's the guy, let's rock and roll, man. I would love nothing more than to see that guy succeed. I just hope it's not one of these deals where we're 3-4 games in and we still don't know who the quarterback is.
Right.
JP's got to learn how to change that emoji.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't care. Just get the job done.
I mean,
it can be one of the 4 that's there. If whatever happens with Milton, if he does come, if he doesn't, whatever. But the Milton thing is odd because he did say that he'll probably decide by Sunday between UT and Washington State. So it's kind of
JG's terrified.
Well, he probably saw JG's there. He's like, "Oh, I know him, beat that guy out." But I mean, that's just the world of the transfer portal for you guys. It's strange. I've said it, you know, if what's kind of a little, I know we're talking about football, obviously, but with basketball, it's, I said it when we talked last year, like how much difference would it have made if Tennessee would have went after like Mac McClung instead of Anasiki. McClung's back in the portal again.
Really?
Year. So do they take that shot at him this time?
I don't know with Kennedy Chandler coming in.
But who else is there to play point guard?
Right. It would be good to have another guy. You know, injuries happen. We saw that with Springer getting hurt early in the season. So.
Oh, McClung's out of the port. Okay. Well, I mean, if McClung stayed in the portal, that's a no-brainer. Guy brings everything you need. I don't know about his defense, but scoring, point guard abilities, you know, electrify the crowd.
Ability to create.
Yep.
I want to say we've gained 21 subscribers since we went live at 3:45. So thank you guys for subbing up the channel. We appreciate it. Thanks, Steve, man. It started out, it was JP's idea. He came to me, and it's just been fun. It's been fun. Sometimes it kind of blows my mind how many of you guys show up to talk UT football with us, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, Terry, that's a fact. I can't remember the name of guys in the portal, but it was like more guys in the portal than spots available. It's insane.
Yeah.
How many are in there?
They got to figure that rule out, man. You can't, it's just not good. The fact that it's like, what does it do to team chemistry? To go back to what Dauber said.
Nice Fallout Zone G.
Wow.
But jeez.
It's absolutely ridiculous. JJ Banks, it's halftime, so we're gonna have some fun. We'll hit you guys up in the chat, see what's going on here. Are we gonna have a meet and greet this year? Very likely. JP, it is Bays in the chat.
It's Obeys.
It's Old Bays in the chat. We may have a meet and greet. We'll probably do it at the Model City Tap House again, but we'll let you guys know. It depends on how things go with COVID. So if everything's opening back up and good to go, then we'll do something.
I'll never forget that time Obeys and Chad showed up in that big RV.
What a night that was.
Heck, we're all vaccinated, and Boogie, you've had it, so you've got the antibodies. So
yeah, I'm not vaccinated because I had it, so I don't care.
We're good to go.
Was it halftime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's ahead? Is Tennessee winning?
Tennessee's winning.
Yes.
But Tennessee's also losing.
Oh.
Wait, are they? I guess they are.
Who's Dobbs playing for in the NFL? Is it still Jacksonville, or is he out of the league now? Or
he just re-signed with the Steelers, I think.
Yeah, he went back to Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When's the last time you remember an orange and white game with this much scoring and excitement?
I certainly don't remember the last time there was a Tennessee game with this much scoring on the Tennessee side.
Goodness gracious.
Did you all see that text I sent?
Dauber, I've got 12 laptops running in front of me. No, I've not looked at my phone.
I didn't text your laptop.
I know. That's why I've not seen it.
Is that you, Dauber?
Yeah. I added to my Tennessee arm.
Cool, man.
What's the story?
That's the state wild animal.
Raccoon?
Yeah. Huh.
Man, we just gained 3 more subscribers. Thank you, guys.
It's cool.
Man, I'm ready to get another tattoo. I want to just get my whole left arm, just get a full sleeve.
You gonna Brian Maurer it?
Brian Maurer. I may start
What'd
getting tattoos on my kneecaps like him.
Why don't you put JG down the side?
I was thinking about getting your paper bag emoji on my kneecap.
There you go. I thought maybe that would go on your butt cheek, but
Maybe. Goodness gracious. Hey, while we're at halftime, give me an opportunity to do this. A lot of new people subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're just 4 dudes that love Tennessee. We're not insiders, not experts. We never claim to be. We just like hanging out with you guys, talking about a little Tennessee football. If you want to pick up some Talkin VAWLS merch, you can do it here. It's bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. The link is also in the description below. We've got these shirts. It's kind of a joke because we don't claim to be insiders or experts, but the shirt says that we are the Mount Rushmore of Tennessee media. If you want something more clean, we've got the Talkin VAWLS mugs. We got logo shirts. These hoodies are great. I got one on right now. Great quality. You can't beat $34.99 JP for a hoodie. We could have charged $50 for those. But hey, pick one up, $34.99. Logo t-shirts as well. You got several color options. You can see them below the merch. But also Egghead cartoon shirts. We're going to be changing that, adding the Indie Kid back. And then this is my favorite, the State Pride merch. Check it out. Show some love. If not, that's cool too. We're just glad you're here. We're glad you're subscribed to the channel, all that good stuff. Plugs out of the way. JP, you can talk again. JJ Banks, we had some cool hats. Dauber got them done for it. Look at these things. Look at these hats. And nobody bought them, so I don't want to hear about hats anymore. Cool hats.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Chris Bradley said the link to the merch isn't working.
Here, I'll put it in the chat. Sometimes for some reason it gets messed up with YouTube. If not, just go to bonfire.com and put in Talkin VAWLS and it'll pop right up for you. I don't know why YouTube doesn't like when I copy paste that link.
We can probably do another hat deal at some point.
Yeah, people wanted them, and then we did them for like 3 weeks and nobody bought them. I think we sold. Did we even sell any, or did just me and you buy them? I don't remember. JP got one too.
I got one. Yeah.
We sold a few. One of my buddies got one.
I bought my nephew one.
JP's buddy bought one and bought one for him.
Whoa! Country Black just said, Claude, you guys aren't the number one fan. I'm the number one fan. Here's $100 super chat
with no comment.
With no comment.
Yeah, no comment.
Here's $100. You guys blow my mind.
We appreciate that, man.
We do.
Country Black, that's awesome. Yeah.
Like I said, JP was gone. He didn't even hear me telling him how important he was. This thing started. JP just texted me out of the blue and said, why don't we start a Tennessee podcast? You know how to do all the technology. Let's just do it. And then Snake came on. Snake left. Indie Kid came on. Indie Kid left. Dauber came on. Look, the thing is, I'm surrounded by people.
Twisted my arm to get me on here.
That love Tennessee football. So it's like, it's easy. Like I told JP when we first started it, I said, what would we do if we were sitting on your back deck? We would talk about Tennessee football. I want that to be what the show is. So that's what it is. It's just 4 dudes that love Tennessee football. Country Black says, checkmate, fools. I'm the number one Talkin VAWLS fan.
Well,
look, he's a member of the channel, dropping $100 super chat. We appreciate it, buddy.
That's the thing. We try to keep it real. We try to be authentic. And like Boogie just said, if we weren't doing this here, we'd probably be doing it on the text.
We'd be at JP's house.
During the season, we'd definitely be messaging back and forth during a game, pissing and moaning, complaining about the play calls.
Surely not.
Yeah.
Some of us about play calls, others about coaches. I won't say who says what. You guys can figure it out.
You know.
Welcome back, Indie Kid. You missed $100 super chat, so I'll take that out of your I'll take that out of your paycheck since you weren't here for it.
Dang, man.
Country Black says, I dare somebody to beat $100. Is Donovan in here? Donovan usually gets real mad when people try to say that they're the top super chatter, and he starts throwing out way too much money.
I'm just going to say
it's beer 30.
You guys don't do it, you have no guts.
Looks like the baseball team's up 6-1, top of the 9th.
Where have you been?
I'm going to put it on the baseball since we've got our one going. I've got a TV up here above me, so I don't need 2 playings of the orange and white game going.
I don't know. There's a whole lot of scoring going on. You may need 2 TVs to see all that.
Ty Myers with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Ty. Longtime listener, always dropping super chat. Says Vols quarterback is currently in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Well, if you're talking about Joe Milton, he's actually in Knoxville right now. What was the guy's name before Duber? Earl? No, it was Snake. Snake started this thing. Me,
Duber.
JP, and old Duber. I love when they call me Boggy, too. Yeah, it's fine. I'll answer to whatever. It was myself, JP, and Snake. Snake left. Indy Kid came in. Indy Kid left. Dauber came in, and now the Four Horsemen ride again.
Richard Taylor's wanting Country Black to pay his car payment. I don't blame you, Richard. I'd do the same thing, brother.
Oh, God, was Sal Sinceri mentioned while I was gone?
Yeah, somebody said who was worse, him or McChaney.
Not
I'm gonna say
that
Sal
was
Sinceri.
easily Sal. Who was worse, Sal or Shoop? Shoop had a lot more talent to work with than Sal did.
Sal Sinceri was pretty bad, though. Good gosh, that
He was
defense
awful.
That's when Tyler Bray was scoring 50, and they were
Yeah,
losing.
and we're still losing.
Not Snake either. Nobody's ever been on this channel outside of the four of us and Snake, have they, JP?
No,
I didn't think so. That's it.
Fuel.
Stop. Country Black says, where you at, Donovan? Let's see what you got, buddy. Donovan's been put on blast. He's probably not even in the chat. Cannon Carter with a $1.99 tip of the jar. Thank you. We appreciate the super chat. If we had one more guy, we could sell high-dollar hamburgers.
No, Donovan's in there. He had a comment there earlier.
Is that, yeah, he was in here, but I don't know. He was watching the baseball game.
Just
Oh, no, there he is. Donovan. Did you see $100 super chat? They're putting you on blast, Donovan. They said you couldn't match it.
he said next
Oh,
week you give more than
next week,
200.
More than 200? What?
Hey, live show next week.
Yeah, we're going live. We're going to talk about the sound of music. I hope you guys will join us. Oh, no, but in all seriousness, why it's halftime and we can talk about it. We've kind of talked off air how we can keep the channel relevant, give you guys what you want. One thing we talked about was doing a watch party for the 98 national championship game. And it would be just like this where we couldn't share it. We couldn't show it, but we can pull it up on another YouTube channel and you guys could pull it up and watch it. And we'll kind of just go through and watch it. And then the Indy Kid has an idea that I'm kind of liking, but I don't know if I want to do it as a live show or if we should do like a video series where we talk about the fall of Tennessee football and how we went from a national championship in 98 to winning 3 games in 2020. And we would go through the entire thing from coaching searches, hirings, firings, everything. So let me know what you guys want. Would you want a video series or maybe a live stream? I don't know. But we want to keep content on this channel. Obviously, there's going to be some downtime between now and the fall. I'm hoping JP is going to keep doing recruiting videos. Myself and the Indy Kid are going to keep covering the baseball team. If any type of news breaks, we'll drop content. But let us know what you guys want us to do. Richard Taylor says that would be a long and painful series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. But
It'd be interesting.
It's interesting to talk about. I kind of did it in a video, but it was like a 10, 15-minute video, and I was talking about just how we got here. And it's crazy, man. When you look at the numbers, there's a lot to talk about.
Did you guys see the little article with Steele and some of his comments and what he was talking about? He could write a book about his 30 days in Knoxville.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I bet. I saw something about that. That was all I saw on it.
I think we should break it up. However we do it, maybe we go in maybe 5-year spans, or maybe we kind of talk about the demise of Phil Fulmer, and then we talk about, Lane Kiffin, and then Dooley, and then Butch. Maybe break it up that way.
I think you start with 99, and obviously we're kind of laying out some of. I think you start with that 99 Florida game and that pitch on 4th and 4, and I think that was the start of it.
I think it would be good to break it up, though. You know what I mean? Like, X number of years, or because we're going to have to do some research. There are things that stick out in my mind, things that I remember, and there are other things that come and go. So I would want to do some research on it.
You mentioned about us covering baseball, and I'd like to also, obviously, what is there, about a month
Oh, he's locked up.
left in the regular season. I think come tournament time we'll probably, and I may be wrong, maybe I'm speaking when I shouldn't, but I think we'll probably amp up our baseball coverage.
Yeah, probably do
SEC tournament and NCAA tournament time.
Probably do some live streams instead of videos when that rolls around. But the regular season lasts till what? They're only halfway through till June.
They've got about a month left because they come to Columbia sometime next month. I'm planning on going up and watching them some that weekend.
Yeah, we'll ramp up the coverage when it comes tournament time. Maybe do some live streams. We'll see.
We had a good response after the Vanderbilt video.
Holy cow.
That was a positive, man, because that's kind of been what's held us back with it. I believe we've wondered how much.
Oh, that's not good, Calvert. To me, gosh, we don't need no injuries, fellas.
We kind of wondered what the response would be, and it was very big last weekend. Surpassed my baseball expectations. I know that.
That's why I think this series against Texas A&M, spoiler alert for what we're going to talk about Sunday, is huge. Because how does Tennessee bounce back from probably the biggest series in school history?
Yeah.
How do they bounce back dropping 2 or 3 to Vanderbilt? You know, the highs of the highs, and then you got to settle back into SEC play against Texas A&M.
Started off well with picking up the first one.
Yeah.
And doesn't surprise me with Tony Vitello. I think those guys feed off of him.
That's why you have to pay the man.
Pay him.
You got to do
whatever he wants.
I think it goes deeper than just paying him. I think there's obviously the flight issues were a big deal.
Yeah.
Give him what he wants. Whatever it's like we talked about last week when we were talking about all, athletics across the board. What happens if you let him go somewhere else? You're restarting the process. Whereas now, you have a guy that can win.
Yeah.
So pay him whatever he wants. Give him whatever he wants.
And the thing is, winning breeds success. So you're winning right now. You're going to continue that success.
Yeah. Because
you don't take it. You don't let it happen and take a chance on. Well, we can find another guy.
Right.
No. They've had
give this
guy
with
the
whatever
issues they've had finding a winning coach.
Like you said, Serrano should have worked out. On paper, should have been a great hire, should have been set up, but didn't.
He took over a crap show.
Yeah.
He took but still he was given, he brought in some good players down there and it just didn't. Sometimes things don't work. And that was one of those that, on paper, that was one of the best hires of any sport down there in years.
Absolutely.
And, this Super Chat Cannon Carter for $4.99. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Says, do you guys remember Andy Kelly? Played for, is it Ray County? Well, we have a 3-star quarterback right now in state who is nasty, only a sophomore. Andy Kelly is one of my favorite balls of all time. Love the guy so much that I bought the arena. You guys remember the Arena League?
National Alley Cats?
It came out on, I think it was PlayStation at the time. And Andy Kelly was on the game, and I bought it and would play. Oh, it was so awesome. So much fun. Yeah, Andy, I loved Andy Kelly, man. First quarterback that I remember as a kid. And then also, Bath's sister became a member of the channel. Thanks so much.
Awesome.
You now have access to custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. I hope you'll throw them in the chat. Let people see them. Make them want to be a member of the channel.
Hey, Boogie, do you know where Armaine went?
Has anybody seen Armaine? Yeah, I've seen him. Look at this ugly mug. There he is. That's hilarious. He was trying to figure out who the missing member was. Indie Kid is Armaine.
Yeah,
but we didn't do video back then.
Alter ego. So.
We didn't do video. It was all audio back then. So, yeah, the Indie Kid is Armaine.
Indie Kid went through many different names, but I think this one's stuck at this point.
So you had a 420 on the end?
yeah, there we go.
Gosh, I looked down at my phone and they're already running another play. Jeez. I want to get faster.
Whoa! Bab's sister becomes a member of the channel and says,
whoa.
Wait,
throwing it down.
Says Country Black wants to throw 100. Here's 101. I'm the number one fan, 101. Gotcha. Where you at?
Woo!
Where you at, Country Black? He put you in your place. Thank you. You guys are nuts,
Bab's
man.
sister, thank you.
You guys are
Thank you
insane.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bailey's still considered a freshman, is he not?
Yeah.
Or maybe,
Yeah.
or is he?
I mean, he'd be a red shirt, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, last year didn't technically count, so he's still got 4 years left.
Yeah. He's not way he's looking, boys. He's out here in 2 more years.
That's
I
your
hope
QB1.
I hope
QB1.
I hope Calvert's not hurt. That's got me worried about Kayron Calvert. It's the last thing we need is to have injuries at the tackle position on offense.
Well, geez, a bunch of the chat's already claiming he's out for the year and torn ACL. Let's let it play out first, guys. It may just be a dinger or something.
Hey, that was past. Oh, yeah, I was going to say that had to be PI.
Well, you say what you want to say, and I know it's against it. Bailey has looked really good today.
He's been by far the best quarterback, in my opinion. Of course,
He's getting rid of the ball too. Of course, he's going against our defense, but
I mean, his defense hadn't really showed much. But
Well, and that was the hang up on him last year, was holding on to it a little bit too long, and I don't know if that was because of the offense, because of trying to make something happen, or what. But he seems to have made that correction. So
I think it goes back to what Eason said this week, talking about, Jeremy Pruitt running like a military type camp.
Yeah.
And these guys were so tight, man. They were scared to go out there and play loose and fast. And that's something Heupel preaches. I want to say this because Bab's sister just dropped $101.
that's a great
super
play
chat.
there, by
Can I
that's
do
a
my
great
plugs?
play, right? Defensive play right there.
Can I do my plugs, JP?
plug away.
I wanted to say thanks because number one, $101 super chat is insane. Joins the channel, all that stuff. And then he says, I've been watching your videos for a while. First time I caught you guys live. We've gained so many subscribers over the last 4 weeks that you guys don't even really realize what we do. So I hope you'll tune in this fall. We go live after every single game, immediately following the game. So what you see is real. It's raw. It's emotional. We yell at each other. It's as real as it gets. So
We kind of settled down Wednesday before the game, kind of review stuff.
Is a little
look ahead into the next week.
But there's a lot of fun on these live streams. Wednesday nights, Saturday post-game show. So
one of the coolest things we do sometimes is a pregame show. Super laid back, super chill.
Kind of like this.
Yeah. I mean, talk about what we're cooking for the game. I've given my secret chili recipe. You may have to go
chili
back.
hot.
Yeah,
It's
my
hot.
chili's hot.
Real hot.
I keep my chili hot.
Oh, there's Evans. I didn't know. he would play.
Evans looks big.
Yeah,
I mean, that's he's big old running back.
Well,
he's
listed
thick,
at like
for sure.
220 or so.
Yeah, look at that. Man.
Got that JP belly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I hope he can run faster than me. If not, he's gonna get he ain't gonna gain many yards.
maybe he's put on some weight because he's not been going full steam because he's been hurt.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah, Maurer.
Oh,
Maurer looks like the same Maurer to me.
Whoa.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with the Indy kid.
It's
There's
crazy
just no
because
way. There's no way that this coaching staff can trust him. There's no way.
they've acted like he's been right up there in the mix in practice, but I think it's clear, man. Bailey and Hooker are the guys. And based on this body of work, I would say Bailey's the guy.
Today, definitely, in my opinion, for sure.
Bailey looked good when he played last year, other than just holding on to the ball for too long.
But he was also a true freshman.
Exactly. In a freaking pathetic offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he could shine. And a lot of people, a criticism of him is that he doesn't throw the deep ball well. But I don't think that you necessarily have to in this offense.
he's thrown it. pretty well today.
Yeah, throwing a couple of good ones to the outside for sure.
Oh gosh.
Jake,
Yeah.
I know you do, Jake.
Same
I see you,
Maurer
buddy.
throwing it into. Yeah, he's the same Maurer. That's throwing it into four-man traffic.
Mr. Buffalo, according to Dauber, that pick by Hooker, his arm got hit from pressure. So I don't know that I would say it's terrible.
It was actually a good throw right there.
Why do you have two receivers on the same spot, though? Somebody had to run the wrong route.
Slaughtered him.
That's your guy, isn't it?
I'm telling you, Danico Slaughter. Really? I thought he hit him with his shoulder.
Is he going to have to sit out the first game?
Yeah,
Oh, Lord have
that'll
mercy.
be Tennessee's luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most Tennessee thing ever. Killed one of his own guys and has to sit out.
How in the world can you eject him from a spring game?
Be awesome if Heupel walked over and said, "You're fine. You're still in."
I didn't even see. Did I miss something on the head? I just kind of seen a hit. I didn't really.
I know. I thought he kind of lowered his. Of course, it's. Don't even get me started on that, please.
The worst rule in college football.
God,
It
it's
is.
pathetic. It's
I
pathetic.
get what they're doing, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
if you just flat out take a cheap shot on a guy, it's one thing. But
Exactly.
if a guy's
you know-
lowering his head to make a play, and then the runner lowers his head, but yet the defender gets targeting, it's a joke, man.
It should be all about intent, but when you start talking about intent, then you're talking about judgment, which that opens a whole nother can of worms.
95% of the targeting calls in college football
Oh.
is just a regular football play at 100 mile an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all it is at full speed.
It's a violent sport.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guys are just trying to make plays. That's what most of it is. Sometimes you
It's
get
a
cheap
heck of a
shots.
catch
but
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
What concentration by Tillman.
When you go back and look, we all grew up in the same, generation of football. Ronnie Lott,
Why he
Good
would
Lord.
be? Why? I mean,
he
he
couldn't
would
play
be.
a single down.
He would never get to play. I mean, he would be banned from the NFL.
we were talking about, I'm going to highlight this one. Oh, Boogie beat me to it.
Oh, I don't know if I
right
hit it
here,
or not.
right here. I think part of that, we're talking about that revisionist history of where things got wrong. Part of my idea too was like in those coaching search. Well, what if we would have hired this guy or that? What could have happened? I think that'll be a part of the.
Should we just do our entire summer? Because we talked about doing a live stream once a month. Should we just make that our live streams from now until fall?
I don't think the videos are a bad idea with it though.
Just make
doing them-
videos.
I mean, because that would probably.
What
That
if we
topic would
hired Chip
probably-
Kelly?
We could. Oh, that dude! I wanted him more than anybody. I love that.
He's
guy.
not exactly killing it out at UCLA though.
Yeah.
We could sit down and do the video series. We could sit down and knock out 4, 5, 6 episodes, in one sitting, and then upload them every week.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll talk off air and decide what we want to do.
we'll come up with something.
We got to keep, especially for you guys that are members of the channel, we got to keep, something going up.
Maybe we'll drop a. What could we change the theme song to? Video.
You better be glad you're about, 6 or 7 hours away from me, whatever it
4.5. Hey, I'm just going off of people in the chat. I don't really
My
care.
favorite. How about this? Watch this. Hey, guys in the chat, we got 368 people watching live. Only 310 of you hit thumbs up. I would appreciate it if the rest of you hit it. Let's ask you this. If you love the Talkin VAWLS theme song, put a 1 in the chat. If you hate it, put a 2. It ain't changing, so whatever. My favorite thing is when I say, well, what would you like it to be? Rocky Top. Cool. We won't make any money on YouTube. The Osborne brothers will take every penny. Cool.
How are you
Look,
able to?
look at the ones. JP says, I refuse to vote. Volunteer Nation loves it. Double O loves it. Nougat loves it. Becky Bledsoe hates it. That's fine. John Baxter loves it. I get it. It's polarizing.
Two, what'd you say? Two is hate it?
Yeah. Your
Okay.
vote doesn't count. I know you hate it. Look how many people
I actually
love
don't
it.
care.
But I mean, the thing is, you know what's funny? People that want to change it, like the whole reason why I'm never going to change it, because what if we change it and you don't like the new song? Then am I supposed to change it again for that one person?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to make everybody happy.
I don't get it. I don't get what, like, it's fine if you don't like it. It also lasts 30 seconds. Just skip 30 seconds. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. I like that, Aaron. Thank you.
So
look at all
does
these people that love it.
does the group that sings the theme, do they get the play stuff? You said they're not together anymore, right?
That song, the whole reason that song is the intro is because it's YouTube copyright-free music.
I wondered
So-
about that because you can't just go pick any
No,
song you want to.
if we
and make
played
it a
Rocky
theme.
Top, every bit of ad revenue would go to the Osborne brothers. Super chats would come to us. So why would we do that? Like, no, it's not worth it. You know, if you guys want to start dropping $200 super chats, then I'll play Snoop Dogg. I don't care. I'll play whatever you guys want if you do that.
Yeah, it's you can't just put anything you want to on there.
Yeah, it's the same thing as us showing the game. We can't show the game because they immediately flag you for copyright, and then you get shut down and can't stream. It is what it is.
Can we play third down for what?
I don't think so. I hate it so much. I know, Chris. It's okay. But my favorite thing is when people say that they hate it and now they love it because it's stuck in their head all the time. I love it. Love it.
I've seen somebody say, "God, that sounds like me singing," which is not a good thing.
Double O hates it. Look at Double O. He hates it. I get
He
it.
really
He must
hates
really hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it. Thanks, Eric. There's really only one vote here. We all know that. I think everybody on this panel right now hates it except for me.
I like it.
I don't mind it. They don't.
Thanks, guys. Indie Kid doesn't have good taste.
Yeah, I got the best. I'm the indie kid for reading. I got the best music taste on this channel, including the chat. So
I was listening to indie music before you knew what indie music was. You just don't like the type of music I listen to.
yeah, right, dude.
35
Come on,
to
man.
31.
I'll
Barn
challenge
burner.
you on that. I've been listening to indie music out of Austin, Texas for about 20 years now. Been going to concerts in Asheville before you knew how to get there, buddy.
When did you start going to concerts in Asheville, there, buddy?
Probably around 2000, 2001.
Oh,
Before
yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, you got me then. So,
Before it was cool. That's when. Before it
Yeah.
was so overpriced.
yeah,
I was
you
going
got
to
me
the
on
Gray
that.
Eagle before it was cool.
You didn't even notice I had a Gray Eagle shirt on here one night on the
Oh,
show.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Dude, we went to the Gray Eagle when my wife was pregnant with our youngest. And so we always kind of laugh and joke and say, yeah, you saw your first concert before you were even born.
The Gray Eagle's an interesting place, man.
Dude, we saw one of my favorite bands there in front of about 32 people. There was nobody there, man.
Every
the-
time I've gone, it's been pretty packed, but it doesn't. We went and saw a band called the OCs, spelled OAOHSEES, and they're an indie, not rock band. It was an interesting crowd. There was a dude stumbled over behind me. I was like, I'm getting ready to get cut. And then he stumped, where that side door is? He stumbled out the door onto the patio. I was like, I got legitimately nervous.
One of my favorite stories, I've told this story probably on air before, but it was
Slaughter's back in.
we went to see Reckless Kelly. And so we sat down at the bar to have a beer before the concert. And this dude comes up and sits down beside me. And he's like, what's going
You
on,
told
man?
me this.
We just start talking, whatever. And he's like, all right, man, it was nice to meet you. Have a good one. He gets up, leaves the bar stool beside me, goes straight to the stage. He's like, what's up, guys? We're the Sons of Bill. And just starts playing. It's like, that's the atmosphere. The Orange Swarm for $4.99. Thank you for the super chat. It says the song is nostalgic.
I took a friend of mine over there one time to see one of my favorite bands called Parquet Courts, and nice.
Oh man!
Oh, he dropped it.
Whoa!
Was that an interception?
But we were walking in. I was telling you, I was like, "Yeah, man, these guys, they're going to jam, put on a good show." We walked in. I kid you not, there's a freaking harp on the stage, and the opening act was a girl that just got up and played the harp. I was like, I don't think I promise you I didn't bring you to see harp music, and we just kind of laughed about it and stuff. Yeah, Gray Eagle's cool, man. Orange Peel's awesome too. Love the orange peel.
Orange peel feels like high quality compared to some of the places we've been.
Touchdown.
Orange peel is like Gray Eagle. Mothlight is kind of extinct now, I think. Some of these places, we went over to Carborough, North Carolina. Cat's Cradle. That was an interesting place.
It's about time you got here, Lonnie. We've been waiting on you to start the stream. We can start the show now.
Well, I think JP's getting a little upset that we're not talking about football.
I know he's irritated.
Threw his hands up there a minute ago.
He's had enough. Me and the indie kid just going down memory lane.
Music.
He may be tweeting you or something there, Boogie.
Probably texting me. Would you all shut up?
Nah, I don't do the tweeter.
JP said the super chat stopped as soon as you idiots started talking about music. JP's going to do a super chat. Say, can we talk about football?
Yeah.
No way. No way. Joseph Trillo for $5. Thanks for the super chat. That
There
song
you
is
go.
my ringtone. Is that
Oh my
real life?
gosh.
Is that real life? That's hardcore. That might be bigger than $101 super chat. That's pretty hardcore.
I just found my new favorite player for UT 31 over there with those bling earrings shining. It's a wild man right there.
There's a guy that's going to have a good year. Taylor.
I hope so. I thought he played pretty good in the run. He played good in the run game last year, but struggled at times in the passing game.
Is he considered a senior or a junior?
A lot of times when you look at the roster,
I think he's a senior, Andy.
It says what they should be without COVID.
But
It's
they've got
weird.
an extra year.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's true. Yeah.
He hasn't redshirted. So.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So I guess he could technically come back next year.
I think Mauer's numbers look a little better than I thought they did.
Stephen Mason, big fan of the channel, huge fan of the channel. Nice to watch you guys look at your cell phones and offer zero to this. Well, if you could spell sell right, then maybe we would offer more for you. But that's okay. You'll figure it out. Thanks, though, Mr. Mason.
Yeah, sorry for looking up a guy's number on our phone, Stephen. We'll try not to do that next time. We'll memorize every number 1 through 99 before we come on there.
Yeah, because this is my full-time job.
JP, you should put more effort into it.
If it was my full-time job, I wouldn't be able to afford the internet that I'm streaming this on.
That's a very good point.
But we appreciate it, Stephen. Thank you, sir.
He'll figure out how to spell sell and then come back with something. If you guys ever wonder,
And technically, I mean, we're not forcing him to like watch or anything.
No, he got his 15 seconds of fame. But if you guys ever wonder why I go on these rants and start yelling, if you realize the stupidity that comes onto these videos and leaves comments, you would. I thought about doing a video, and my wife talked me out of it. Stupid comments on YouTube and just clipping some of these comments. You guys wouldn't believe it. You would not believe some of the idiots that come onto these videos. 95% of you guys are awesome. There's 5% that I wonder how you tie your shoes in the morning.
That makes me wonder where I fall in.
Yeah, I know. Where did I fall, Boogie?
You're around the 60th percentile, both of you.
and you hang out with us.
No, you're right. That's not the truth because you guys don't leave comments on any videos on this channel. So it's fine.
$38-35 orange over white right now. 1:25 left.
Do it. Mr. Bubble says, do it. Your wife is wrong. Dude, the worst ones are on Facebook. Those would probably be some of the ones that I pull. It's crazy, man. We live in a weird world.
But the Facebook comments are like those fans that are.
They're very casual.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's this sports card podcast that I listen to, and the guy refuses. I tell you what,
Whoa.
Tillman. Hey, I just
Tillman's
started to
doing
say
it.
it. Tillman has been impressive today. I mean,
They
he
said
has
he's
really
been
been impressive. He's
all
had a
spring,
good
man.
spring game.
Yeah, Eric, don't take that wrong. Most of you guys are awesome. Most of you guys leave great comments. I love the back and forth. Like I said about Ryan, the guy that left the first super chat tonight. Like we argued with each other and then we became friends throughout it. Like most of you guys leave great comments. There's some idiots in this world. Sorry, JP, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that podcast I listened to, the guy refuses to like answer any questions that are posted on YouTube. He will not do it because he says that they're horrible.
We've had some good back and forth interaction, but there's some stupid people in this world. That's all I'll say.
I'll throw this out there though. It's the chat and the interaction that we have on this channel that makes it what it is, though.
Yeah, most people
It's
that come
fun,
into the chat, most of the people in the chat aren't leaving stupid comments. It's the people leaving comments on videos.
Well, I mean, and obviously you're going to have trolls. You're going to have people come in that are going to disagree just to disagree. But we'll
41-38 final.
We'll say it from the get-go. We're not experts. You know, we don't have inside information. We just love Tennessee football, Tennessee athletics in general, and enjoy talking with each other and listening to you guys.
Looks like Calvert's okay. He's standing up there giving Tillman an earful.
Oh, I thought he had torn ACL.
Well, if he is, he's swaying pretty good there on that knee there, kid.
Yeah.
That's a good point. They just scored more in the spring game than they did all last year.
That's right. That was fun.
Yeah, that was exciting. A lot of offense. Let's hope that's what that we see starting to fall.
Hey, close to that 40-point average right there.
That's right. Yep.
I
think if we average 41 a game.
I honestly think that was the perfect recipe. I don't think you wanted the defense to look. I mean, defense did some stuff here.
No, if this defense came out and shut down the offense, we'd be way more concerned than we are right now.
Well, the talk of Josh Heupel and coach is his offense. This is what people wanted to see was offense, and we saw it. I think it's a successful game now. Does it translate what happens? But I do know this, that, you know, I will say if I'm Joe Milton and I watch today, I might second guess my decision. Because I think there's some quarterbacks, regardless. I know they're seeing more and they're turning them loose or something there, but we had some quarterbacks that looked pretty good today.
Lonnie, I would
go on record. Right there.
I'd go on record.
15, 260, 2
saying
TDs, 0 interceptions.
Harrison Bailey looks like QB number 1 right now. Lonnie.
Based on that, he is for sure. Maurer actually had more yards than I would expect.
Maurer's numbers look better than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you go off one scrimmage?
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. We just determined we're going to win the national championship, man. Come on.
Yeah.
The thing is, can you go off one scrimmage? Well, that's all we have to go on because outside of some clips in practice, we've not really seen anything. You know, you had the open practice. That was probably your best look.
But you've seen each of these guys show something that has potential.
One of them's got some question.
Yeah,
question on one of them. But.
Yeah, I think we all do.
You look at Hooker tonight, throwing a pick six, and I know, and I'm the one that said I'm pretty sure his arm was hit, but you know that's kind of forcing a ball. We saw some overthrows, some missed reads. I mean, it's still a work in progress. I like what I'm seeing from that position group, though, because they're challenging each other.
One thing I absolutely hate, and this was a result of the picks, I absolutely hate that long throw to the sideline. That's such a dangerous throw.
Yeah.
And that, that was a
JG special.
That was a Jim Chaney special.
It's either a short completion or it's 6 points the other way.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very, very dangerous play. And if I were a play caller, I would rarely ever run that. Ever. I may not ever. I don't know. It's a dangerous play, but I'm encouraged by the quarterbacks.
JP's gone. That's all right. We can wrap it up anyway. A lot of new subscribers today. Thank you guys. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you have not yet. We would greatly appreciate it. Just a reminder what this channel is. When fall rolls around, we're going to go live on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. every single Wednesday, and we're going to preview the game ahead. Saturdays, we go live immediately following the game. Sometimes we do a little pre-show. Just make sure you're subscribed, dialed in, tuned in. We may do a special show on Mondays as well. Maybe we'll do a fan call-in show for our members only. We'll have access to, call into the show and come on air with us. But I think that's it. I think that's going to wrap it up for this show. Make sure you tune in Sunday night, tomorrow night. Myself and the Indie Kid will be breaking down the baseball game against Texas A&M, the baseball series against Texas A&M. Big win today. I guess the second one's probably starting about right now. So I'm going to go sign off, go watch the baseball team. But that's it. That's going to wrap it up for Vols JP, who is MI. He looks the best he's ever looked. He looks the absolute best he's ever looked. For Vols JP, for Dobber, for the Indie Kid, I am Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Thanks for the love tonight. We appreciate it. Go Big Orange.
How like me, poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit falls on